our duty, because being government servant, scientist but government servant at the end. So we should not create panic to public. Honestly, I should say, employment is a big problem.
Right.
Getting government job is a big problem.
Right, yeah.
Nowcast can give pinpointed thing,
Not-
but pinpointed may not be enough because disaster managers and administrators, they require it well in advance so that they can have some time.
A warm welcome to everyone to another episode of The Front Row. Thank you so much for being with us throughout the past episodes, and I hope you found a lot of value from it. Today we have Dr. Kashyapi with us to speak about a lot of things regarding the weather that's happening in Pune. Thank you so much, Doctor, for being a
Yes.
part of the show.
Namaskar. Thank
Namaskar. Thank you so
you
much for
calling
being
me
here. Thank you. Even though it was raining heavily today, and we're going to speak a lot about that today, thank you for making the time to travel a long distance and to be here.
Yeah, from my area, it is a bit distance.
It
It's
is
the
quite
other
far.
side of Pune.
Yeah.
So,
Thank you. Thank you.
and because of rain, somewhere stagnation of water
Yes.
is also there.
Yeah.
So it took a bit more time
Yeah.
than usual.
I'm sure. So thank you so much for coming down. Thank you.
I'm also privileged.
Yes. Thank you, sir. So, sir, I mean, as we're here today, I'd like to just, tell a little about you to the audience as we start. So, Dr. Anupam Kashyapi retired as the former head weather forecaster and impact-based advisor at the IMD. Sir, would you like to probably brief about yourself a little to our audience?
Surely.
Yeah.
Basically, past more than 5 years, I headed the weather forecasting division of India Meteorological Department, Pune. So basically, that office is known as Climate Research and Services, and retired in the year 2024 March. So during my career, almost 32 years of my service to Government of India, to public. So initially, I did work in agricultural meteorology side, and that time I was associated with farming community especially, and to interpret, to make a forecast into advisory depending on crop situation. That was one of my job, and at the same time human resource development in the field of agricultural meteorology. That was my job till 2014. Then I went to Meteorological Center, Bhopal, that is in central India, as a head of MP. So that side I took the challenge of, because previously theoretical background I was having, but that side I took challenge of operational forecasting side, because being head everywhere, I am accountable on behalf
Right.
of team. I have to answer everywhere. So that side I learned a lot, and then came back to Pune again in the year 2018, and 2019 onward I am with the job of head of weather forecasting division, and before retirement I was as that is called Scientist G, equivalent to advisor to Government of India. So that is the highest post in scientific cadre for Government of India.
Got it.
So that is my background, and in forecasting field, means even after retirement, people used to think that it is done, what he will do or something like that. But I took it in a different way. Whatever learned, I have learned in my career, and with my knowledge and experience, because forecasting is a huge challenge.
Yeah.
Because if you are complacent, any time your focus may go out.
Yeah.
And there are so many jokes you are aware of, because for me that jokes are my motivation.
Right.
So I used to take them as challenge, and sometimes you will find focused step they missed something, means focused is not correct. Sometimes some other rumors are there.
Yeah.
So yes, we people are human beings. Sometimes it used to happen, but every time you have to be prompt, you have to be smart, you have to you have enough tools, you have to rectify with time.
Yeah.
So many latest equipments are available. Say for example, your Doppler weather radar, you can check every 3-hourly interval where there is any possibility of extreme rain, or maybe, say for example, in terms of alert, maybe orange or a red alert. So say for example, initially I'm given only yellow alert, because initially our duty, because being government servant, scientist but government servant at the end, so we should not create panic to public. So that's why every time we have to be very careful, and this type of latest tools, satellite images, and some typical products are nowadays available. Immediate analysis, RAPID. So that is almost equivalent to your radar image. But radar forecast, that is you can give accurate forecast. Means, say for example, for Pune, you can pinpoint it. If you get the full picture of Pune lat long wise, you can accurately pinpoint whether that cell is within Kothurud area or in Shivaji Nagar or where.
Nice.
So that kind of accurate forecast is possible, but not 24 hours in advance.
Okay.
24 hours in advance we can give
A radius.
that it will rain Pune. It would be heavy to very heavy. But where exactly it would be heavy to very heavy,
You get to know it.
that kind of pinpointing, it is possible 3 hours in advance.
Got it. It's a very, very vast experience and a wide range of knowledge that you possess. You know, I've always wondered, so I don't know a lot of people that are actually into this field. That may be because they're not part of my social circle. But then when I think about it, when you're serving the government as a scientist in such a field, how does one select to be a part of, such a niche organization? Right? What drives you, at least in your past, when you got up to here, what drove you to take this career as an option?
Regarding career.
Yeah, you're correct.
Okay, so regarding career, honestly, I should say employment is a big problem.
Right.
Getting government job is a big problem.
Right, yeah.
I will not be, I should confess that my area was agricultural meteorology.
Okay.
But yes, I choose this India Meteorological Department job because of serving. That time my thought was serving agricultural people.
Okay.
And afterwards, as I said, something around 2014, I shifted when I got the challenge of leading a team in forecasting field. I took it in a positive way because one day I took that was not fully, theoretically I was aware of, but not fully in that particular domain.
Okay.
So theoretical background I was having, but operational field I was aware of. It is a very, very huge challenge and so many jokes. So I took one day I took for taking decision whether to go for forecasting side or not.
Okay.
And ultimately I took decision, yes, I will do. My specialization area is, say for example, 5 to 7 days forecast. There are different types of forecast: short range, medium range, long range forecast.
Okay.
Short range, it is previously it used to be for 48 hours. Then another 2 days it is outlook, means in Hindi you can say Sambhavana, outlook.
Oh.
So that was 4 days. And medium range is more than that, up to 10 days. And long range is more than 10 days. So different types. My specialization
5 to
is
7.
A short range forecast, that is in between short range and medium range. Medium range forecast is especially for farming community.
Okay.
So they don't require daily forecast that much
Right.
for them. But nowadays that idea also has changed.
They also need that.
Yeah, they also need, because currently this type of very heavy rain, if there is standing crop, so you have to do some drainage type of arrangement immediately. So if you don't act according to short range forecast, then you have to face a problem.
Got it.
So that way. So these are types of forecast, and so many different tools are available. Actual observations are there. So that way, I thought that it is a vast area, huge challenge, and ultimately, a challenge is important in life, and serving people in my in my DP, I used to give status as service to the nation. I used to discuss this thing with myself even.
Okay.
Am I correct in writing this one?
Right.
So ultimately, my conclusion, even I have not removed that caption even after retirement, because now also I am active and regularly I am doing service
No, it's
to
very true, very true. Like serving the government as a job is in turn serving the people of the country. So
Yes.
it's
I used to believe if you do this focusing, there is obviously human error. Sometimes you will miss.
Yeah.
But if you are alert enough,
Yeah.
you will do it nicely. Because in my career, so far, I used to rate myself maybe 80-85% successful, not beyond that. But it is
So you're
okay.
saying there's always, however good a scientist is for forecasting, there will be a 10 to 15% error rate. Is that what you're saying?
Actually, frankly speaking, if you go by
Statistics.
short range forecast,
Yeah.
that is okay.
Okay.
And your nowcast, it is 95% plus accuracy.
Okay.
But you will get lead time only 3 hours.
Yeah.
If you are saying that this area it is likely to be extreme heavy rain, what your disaster managers will do? They may not get that much time for preparation. So our short range forecast is giving a vast
Preparation
area.
time.
These are the districts likely to be affected. Say for example, now in Konkan, Raigad, your Ratnagiri, Chandradurg, that area is likely to be affected.
Okay.
So
So be prepared.
yeah, so sometimes that type of alerts are there.
No, it makes a lot of difference in terms of planning and stuff like that.
Yeah, and a nowcast can give pinpointed thing, but pinpointed may not be enough because disaster managers and administrators, they require it well in advance so that they can have some time. For monsoon, for cyclone, we can give that kind of focus well in advance. But for your pre-monsoon type of thing, it is really difficult.
Good point that you reached about the monsoon, right? So I have a doubt. I have a genuine doubt. Are we in monsoon today or is it pre-monsoon? What's happening? Where are we?
Here, basically, you should not have any doubt. Pre-monsoon, monsoon. Pre-monsoon is totally local phenomena.
Okay.
Totally localized. Somewhere it is getting moisture, and prior few days back also you might have seen huge temperature, something near to heat wave type of thing. So that dragged moisture from local water bodies. So that used to develop local area. That cell may be over Kothurud, may not be over Shivajinagar, may not be over Pimpri. Okay. So that is pre-monsoon, and it is associated with thundery activity, lightning, and momentarily, means for a short span of time, gusty type of strong wind. So these are the criteria. Main is your rainfall and wind pattern. So for Pune, yesterday, it was declared Pune, Mumbai. Simultaneous onset was there with based on two main item. One is wind pattern, westerly was there.
Okay.
Prior to that also it was there.
Okay.
I mean, a few days back also. But first of all, it should reach Kerala. Then simultaneously, means you might have heard the word northern limit of monsoon. So that is Uttari Sima. So that is simultaneously some lines are contour lines are drawn. So Mumbai, then Pune, then Solapur. So like that line is going.
Okay.
So sometimes if it is raining Kerala, it is raining Karnataka, interior Karnataka, but not much rain in Tamil Nadu. So in that case, little bit wait we have to do so that line should progress smoothly. So that is also another criteria. When monsoon, at the very beginning, when it is in transitional phase, that time it is associated with that one. So sometimes people used to get confused whether it is pre-monsoon or monsoon. So obviously you should not have any doubt
Doubts as such.
that
Got it. Clear now.
Yeah.
Clear. So, sir, the question that we have over here is that you've been in Pune for a while now. It's been multiple decades that you've been part of Pune.
Correct.
How has the weather pattern or the terms of, how the weather has been changing across from, all the cities in Pune for the last couple of decades. How have you seen that?
If you go by data,
Okay.
previously also that extreme, both side,
Yeah.
high values temperature, low values temperature,
Yeah.
extremes of rainfall, etc. That was there. Now also we are getting, and sometimes we are coining it as a part of climate change. But it is not like that. 90s onward, that time, Pune was not that much crowded.
Yeah.
Not that much vehicle population was there.
Yeah.
Not that much your concrete structures were there that time. So, and that time greeneries were more.
Yeah.
So,
Lesser people, more green.
lesser people,
Lesser vehicles.
lesser vehicle, and lesser concrete structures, these kind of flats, etc. So far, I could recollect, your city was like AC type of thing, air conditioned type of thing. So nowadays, I feel temperature both extremes that is there, but if you go particular days, highest value or lowest value, you may not get that much difference because that previously also it was there. Now,
So those spikes are still there.
yeah, that extremes are there. Previously also and now also.
But that continuous flow
But
won't be there.
continuous flow, that was previously, it was pleasant.
Yeah.
Now it is not like that. Second thing is that is regarding especially temperature aspect. Regarding rainfall aspect, I feel previously also it used to have rainfall, but nowadays this your extremes of rain, that is a bit predominant. So frequency has increased, and period is confined to a particular period. So that uniform distribution of rain, that is not now available. It is sometimes, say for example, current scenario, you see it is daily, it is raining and it is near to heavy to very heavy rain. So that type of scenario, previously it was there, but nowadays it is even reaching near to cloudburst type of thing. Means your intense spell of rain, very intense, extreme intense rain, then cloudburst. So last few years I have seen it was even very intense spell to extreme intense spell of rain. So that type of thing nowadays are frequent.
Got it.
Previously it was not that much there.
So that actually brings me to my next question, sir. I think we spoke about how there was more greenery, lesser vehicles, lesser concrete structures.
Yeah.
We'll focus on the concrete structure now.
Okay.
Right? So in the last couple of years, I would say the last decade, Pune has gone under massive urbanization.
Yeah, right.
Right? Massive urbanization, maybe the most in India also. Right? In terms of what
correct.
we know.
Correct.
Right? So how has that, especially that part, played an effect in the temperature or the weather that we have today? And was this predicted when this was starting?
Exactly.
Did people people in the IMD know that, Pune will become like this?
Exactly.
Yes.
So basically with that idea, initially it was only 1-2 stations were there. Shivajinagar was one of
Right.
them. Then that is very old one in a College of Agricultural campus, Shivajinagar area.
That is the Savit,
That is
Pune University one.
that is not Pune, that is Rahuri Agricultural University within that campus.
Okay.
Okay. So here, College of Agriculture, that is
Yeah.
Moshaba Gate Chowk, and you have to enter inside.
Okay.
So that one is very old one. Then slowly came your experimental for trainees purpose. It was in Pashan side and Lohegao Airport. That is not IMD, but we are having a data exchange with them. So these three. Afterwards, during my period as a head of weather forecasting, we thought, and our DGM also guided, that we require some more stations for better observations about the Pune city. Then your smart city concept also came.
Right.
So that time we divided the city into east, west, north, south, and tried to cover those areas to get better observation.
Okay.
And your for Pune, district-wise also there is variation that I will come.
Okay.
And city-wise, say for example, our Koregaon Park area, that is KP is highly densely populated.
Yeah.
So there, if there is any concrete structure effect is there or not? Yes, during this last season, last 2-3 seasons, we have checked it that temperature used to be maximum temperature used to be more in that area. So that is our common observation. And other observations means regarding rainfall wise, western part of district, western part of city even, that area used to get a bit more rainfall as compared to eastern part.
Okay.
Say for example, if you consider Pune district, Baramati side rainfall is a bit less. More is in Shivajinagar,
Yeah.
Pashan area.
Yeah.
And far more is your Girivan, then your in northwest corner of Shivneri side.
Yeah.
So that side rainfall is more. So that type of variation is there, and our people, according to study it in a better way, they are installing automatic weather stations also to get better idea. And I feel already results are there, because what we have anticipated, that is now documented.
Got it. So now we're speaking about the district and the places within the district and how the weather changes between these places. Just wanted to know that, so we have the Western Ghats around us, right? How does the Western Ghat influence the, weather that we are seeing where we
Yeah, correct. So basically Western Ghat has a huge role
Yeah.
in governing monsoon pattern especially.
Okay.
Now, this type of havoc rain,
Yeah.
one is, means a few days back, it was a system. Initially, it was depression, then reduced to low and entered via Konkan. Yesterday, it was over Madhya Maharashtra, Marathwada area.
Okay.
And because of that, when we are calling it as a low pressure area, so it's a movement with circulation pattern, it is anti-clockwise.
Okay.
So anti-clockwise, and you consider over, as I said, during monsoon period, it used to be westerly pattern.
Yeah.
Westerly wind.
Yeah.
So westerly wind, and because of that anti-clockwise movement, you will get idea that it is associated with converging type of force.
Okay.
That a system. So it is dragging moisture from Arabian Sea, and it is westerly wind. And as that was powerful, that system, it was dragging strength of westerly current increased, more moisture, and north to south, there developed some gradient.
Okay.
Gradient means pressure difference.
Yeah.
So another pressure difference, huge moisture used to come. Your question is Shadri range. So it is from your Kerala to even south of Gujarat.
Okay.
So
The entire stretch.
it is hitting there
Okay.
and going up, crossing freezing point, and windward side, it is giving huge rain.
Okay.
It is giving huge rain, and this time we are calling it as packed isobar, closed isobars. So huge moisture is coming. Full Konkan belt you will find there are red alerts because of that effect, and because of Swadri range. If Swadri range would not have been there, so red alert will not be there. It would be maximum maybe yellow or orange alert. No question of red alert. But because of Swadri range, it is giving red alert. Now, Pune is in the
Other side.
leeward side.
Yeah.
So leeward side, but Ghats are there. Satara Ghat, Pune Ghat,
Yeah.
Kolhapur Ghats.
Yeah.
So through that wind is coming, westerly wind,
Right.
and that Ghat areas of Pune, you will get red alert today. Your Satara, red alert today. So like that, Kolhapur also red alert. So they are almost equivalent to Konkan.
Yeah.
But for Konkan area, because of that Swadri range, your particularly Raigad, then Ratnagiri, Sindhudurg, that area red will continue. Even Kerala you have seen, it is totally red. Your interior Karnataka and coastal Karnataka, full red. So it is Kripiya of Shwadri range.
Got it, got it. So it's very, very informative. I think not only me, but I think the viewers also can make some logic out of this and, understand
Yes, and I'm trying
why
to-
that happens and why this happens. over
Trying
here.
to deliver it in a common manner.
Yeah. That is like the best thing that, we
Yeah.
can do over here. Okay, sir. So I think we'll speak a little about technologies now.
Surely.
Right. What is the role that again? So we will speak about time as well, right? The time you've started till today. What are the technological advances that you have seen, and how superior are we today compared to what we had in the past in terms of technology?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Good question.
Yeah.
Pertinent question. This year means 24 January to 25 January, we have celebrated 150 years of our department. It is
wow.
very old department.
Congratulations.
So,
sir.
thank you.
Yeah.
Basically, our senior people
Yeah.
and even we also did our dedicated job for that. And this time for our inaugural program, our Ministry of Arts Science Minister was there and our respected PM Saab came. So that is a huge recognition for the department. And nowadays, one cannot ignore
Yeah.
role of India Meteorological Department in any sphere. So your question is how it was previously. When
Yeah.
you joined that time, only, as I said, short range forecast was there.
Okay, so that 5 to 7 day range was the only thing.
No,
we had.
not 5 to 7 days. It was only for 2 days.
Okay.
2 days forecast and 2 days outlook.
Oh, so-
Outlook means scientific guessing.
Acha.
So that is only. And that time tools were only observations because World Meteorological Organization is there.
Yeah.
India is one of the oldest member of that one.
Okay.
So through the globe, people are taking observation at the same time. So say for example, in UTC, reversal time, so it is 0, 3, 6 hours, 3 hours in hourly interval. And in IST, if you add 5:30 hours, so you will get IST. So 00 means 5:30 hours IST.
yeah.
Then 8:30 like that. They were time of observations.
Okay.
So that time, throughout the globe, people used to take observation. That's why that is called synoptic observation.
Okay.
Then after that, they used to plot station-wise how much is the cloud, how much is the rainfall, how much is the temperature, maximum, minimum. So everything used to be plotted. Then they used to do some contour type of analysis. So that is synoptic analysis.
Okay.
So that our people used to do age-old practice. So for that microscale system, what will happen in Pune or in Mumbai, differentiate that one is very, very difficult.
Got
So we used to fail so many times.
Got it.
Slowly came this year medium range forecast. Medium range forecast that is based on some models responsible for forecasting 3 to 10 days. 3 to 10 days forecast.
Yeah.
So till 1990, that area development was very poor, not much. Even after 1990 also, progress was less.
Yeah.
And another product came that is long range forecast. Say for example, monsoon, how would be monsoon this year? You may be knowing this year monsoon is likely to be just above normal. So that kind of forecast. So that came afterwards. But this long range forecast used to, these are beneficial for your planners, etc. Medium range, as I said, for farming community, and short range forecast. So that time, 20, 30 years back, it was only short range forecast. Slowly came your satellite, INSAT series, INSAT, Kalpana. So these are the satellite. And satellite initially, there are IR range, visible range. So and to have imageries of water vapor, etc. So that time, maybe 1990 2000, in collaboration with ISRO, SAC, we used to have that type of specialized satellite for meteorological purposes. So with that, we developed little better. Okay. So, but that time resolution, etc., was not that much. Then simultaneously came radar. Radar initially, S-band radar and other radars were there. Then recent development means maybe say 10 years back, development short range focused is there. In short range, we used to, and medium range also, we used to depend on so many models, mathematical models, weather-based models, that global focusing model, GFS, GEFS, your European countries, ECMWF model, so many are there. And for short-range focused, WRF model. So different types of model came, by means of which that drawback of focusing only for 3 to 4 days, that we were able to solve that problem. And we can predict up to 7 days or like that. So first tool is your synoptic observation. Second one is model-based forecast. Model-based forecast. So that has given us advantage of forecasting more than 3 days, even up to 5 to 7 days.
Got it.
Then came your, and at the same time, seasonal forecast is there for 3 weeks, 4 weeks, in collaboration with the IIT Delhi and other IITs. Our people have developed models for 3 weeks, 4 weeks forecast. So that used to, first 2 weeks, that used to give correct forecast, means that used to give some kind of trend type of thing, that it is likely to happen. You be ready for that. Accordingly, we used to communicate common people also, for those who are related to that. Along with that, as I said, satellite meteorology. Satellite, so many imageries, and now latest development is rapid. So immediate analysis of imageries and to produce where is what. Then another one is cloud top temperature, cloud top brightness temperature. So that also give idea about depth of cloud. So if you get idea about depth of cloud, you can tell this cloud over Kothurud will last for 20 minutes or it will last for 1 hour, depending on depth of cloud, depending on its movement, etc. So that way means synoptic forecast. In addition came that model-based forecast, then your satellite products and radar products. Your SRF short-range forecast, so that was some special, there was some special focus developed that is called as nowcast. That is valid for 3 to 6 hours maximum. 3 hours it is perfect, 100% accuracy. And SRF, based on these models, our accuracy has increased a lot. But at the same time, your all these products plus experience of forecaster plus your to accept the challenge, because everywhere chance is there. If you are not taking into account all the parameters, there is chance of missing. And previously, our dissemination was not on real-time basis. It used to take time, because that time we used to depend on All India Radio mainly, and your teleprinter, etc. So now you in a fingertip you can send it anywhere. Within a second you can make anything viral. So our thing is make positive things viral as fast as possible, so that it can reach to proper user and they can take action accordingly.
Got it. So since you're speaking about the department, right, I just wanted to probably understand this a little further. Now the IMD is responsible to all things forecasting, monitoring in terms of weather, climate, right? Now, for example, in an airport, there is the control station which allows the flight to land or take off, and they inform about, the weather is okay, you can land, this much rain is there. So that is one. Now let's talk about the Indian Armed Forces also. They also need a lot of weather data that's required. So in this case, is the IMD providing the data for these two people, or do they have it in house for them? How does it work?
Yeah, basically they are who are doing that operation.
Yeah.
They are trained through us.
Okay.
Air Force or other way, they are trained through us, our people,
Okay.
or maybe through some as per their requirement, through some workshop. Army people also, they used to get training from us. Our 1 year training is for them. Navy people, they used to get training from us. And otherwise also, your universities, agricultural universities or other, means everywhere, some customized type of training we used to provide.
We are the single point of
Yeah,
anything
yeah,
weather.
correct.
climate.
And instruments also.
Yes.
Instruments, that standardization of instruments,
Right.
that is done by IMD.
Got it. Wonderful, sir. So that was like a doubt that a lot of people
Yeah,
had.
any private player, they can also manufacture those instruments, etc.
Okay.
But to be standardized by IMD.
Got it.
And basic training. Otherwise, you see, we are saying temperature is 34 degree. Where it is.
Yeah.
So people are putting your sensor at any height.
Yeah.
Say for example,
Yes,
during this
yeah.
scorching sun,
Yeah.
when there was heat wave, if you put that your sensor on rooftop, you will get 50 plus temperature.
Yeah.
On surface, you will get 50 around temperature.
Yeah.
But that where we measure throughout the globe under World Meteorological Organization guidance, people used to measure at a height of 1.33 meter height.
Standardization.
1.33 meter height,
Yeah.
and within the particular frame, Stevenson screen frame. So that type of thing, that they have to acquire from IMD only. IMD expertise.
Got it. Thank you, sir, for that. Now let's speak a little about air quality.
Yeah,
Right, I
basically
think
that
it's
is not that much my domain.
Acha. No, so sir, just touch base on it, right?
Surely.
Because it's a very important topic.
Surely.
And nowadays, I think the best seller on Amazon is your air purifier. More than fans, also, like air purifiers are selling a lot.
Correct.
So just wanted to understand, number one, if IMD has anything to do with air quality index. Like, do you all track that? Number one is that. Number two is, how can we probably have a better sense of air quality in our surroundings?
Yeah, basically, here I have to confess.
Sure.
Yes, obviously, IMD is having
Okay.
some small unit here in Pune, air quality monitoring,
Okay.
air pollution,
Okay.
APS, air pollution monitoring system, and in HQ, Mausam Bhawan, Delhi, there is also air quality monitoring system. But by the way, my area is not that one.
Okay.
So that is my humble
Sure.
submission. And regarding air quality, means season-wise, it used to vary.
Okay.
Season-wise, say for example, after this kind of rain,
Yeah.
air quality would be good.
Dust settles down.
Dust settle,
Yeah.
and especially after your Diwali and
Yeah.
that type of time,
Yeah.
air quality used to be very, very bad.
Right.
So that type of idea I can give you. And Pune, air quality during this period, absolutely no problem.
Yeah.
But otherwise, air quality is not that much big, not that much good because of your so much of road works, concrete work, etc. So that obviously,
I think that's the case with any urbanizing
yeah,
city.
that
and
is with
that's-
any mega city,
yeah.
maybe like that. But as compared to Mumbai,
Yeah.
I feel it is more in case of Pune because of that mega work going on in connection with metro.
Yeah.
So that air quality is not good.
So I think another thing that I have seen personally in my life is that, so I studied in College of Engineering Pune,
Okay.
which is in Shivaji Nagar.
Yeah.
And my hostel was right across the road.
Yeah.
Right? So right there's an IMD screen
Correct.
with the numbers and all
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
on
yeah.
there, right?
Temperature, max,
So
mean,
yeah.
rainfall.
Correct. Next to the station, that's the one I'm talking
Right,
about.
right.
So whenever I used to pass that, right? So I used to always wonder, like, how is this calculated? Why is it showing over here? Right? And I think for a lot of people staying in Pune, that is like the main place to get the correct information of the weather that's
Yes,
around
right.
us.
That is the
Right?
landmark.
Right. So why is that so? Why is that one the main station, or why is that the thing that all Punekars know? Like why?
Yeah,
Why?
yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, as I said, that observation is from College of Agriculture campus.
Okay.
So that is coming here, and that is very old one, oldest, maybe, maybe 50, 60 years old.
That's
So
quite
that
old,
is that is the old, or maybe more than that, very old one. So that's why it is a prominent place, and a prominent place means every time people used to see the maximum temperature, minimum temperature, and as I said, that is at standard height.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
and
yeah.
some national agency is displaying.
Right.
So people used to think that,
Yeah.
and it is correct also that it is an authentic observation in terms of maximum temperature, minimum temperature, and rainfall.
Got it, sir. So let's just touch base. So a couple more questions today.
Sure.
Just let's touch base. Now we spoke a lot about civilians. We spoke about the airport. We spoke about armed forces. I think a major point I want to speak about is regarding the farmers. Right?
Correct.
Someone that actually works in agriculture and which happens to also be your field. So let's touch base on that. How dependent are farmers on things that IMD does? Right? How important is it for them, apart from, of course, their other work? How important is to know when what is going to happen in terms of weather?
Yeah,
So
correct.
yeah.
Basically, farmers' interest area is how would be their crops,
Yeah.
first fossil.
Yeah.
How would be their crops, and weather parameters, what is affecting, having impact, what would be impact on their crop.
Yeah.
They are interested about their own.
Yeah, of course.
So that is specific one. So for that, India Meteorological Department, in collaboration with agricultural universities, State Department of Agriculture, they have developed, they as such initially don't require the forecast.
Okay.
They require advisory based on their crops and how the forecast will be modified based on the crop and the needed agricultural operations for that particular crop.
Okay. So every crop has a
So
different need.
crop, yes,
Yeah.
every crop has different need. Not only that, every crop at different phenophases, that is called growth stages.
Yeah.
Say if it is sapling stage, if it is a heavy vegetative stage,
Yeah.
flowering stage, every stage your requirement of weather is different.
Yeah.
Your temperature, maximum, minimum, some optimum range, some rainfall requirement, everything is different.
Yeah.
So they are interested about advisory, not directly forecast, advisory.
Yeah.
And,
Got it.
and that advisory for their specific crop.
Okay.
So for that, means,
Forecast alone won't help them, basically. They need a little more than that.
now thing is, forecast is also helping them, and they need it.
Okay.
Because that advisory they are getting, that is regular.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Previously, as I said, farmers used to depend on medium range forecast.
Right.
Medium range means your 3 to 10 days.
Right.
So, but now, if there is all of a sudden development, say some extreme type of thing has happened, so they have to depend on a SRF, short range forecast. Some extreme type of rain is coming. What you will do? You have to make immediate arrangement of drainage, or if there is any chance, harvest your crop. So that type of decision immediately he has to take.
So, sir, I mean, thank you so much for sharing all this knowledge, right? It has
Yeah.
been extremely valuable. And I think there is still a lot I have to process from this conversation. There's a lot regarding the westerly winds and how the Sahyadri
Westerly wind,
rains.
actually, winds are named, by the way, from which direction it is coming.
Correct.
So it is coming from west, it is
Yeah,
western.
yeah. So there's a lot of things, I'm going to think about tonight.
right.
And probably once the video is out, I'm going to rewatch it again. Just to go through our entire
I will
conversation.
request you kindly send me the link.
Oh,
or-
100%.
So,
Yeah. Everything
and,
will be shared.
I used to enjoy basically
Yeah.
creating impact in common people's mind.
Right.
That is important. And focusing job I like because ultimately it is helping common people as well as farming community.
The motto for us also at Front Row to get, people who have experienced a lot of things in life to come and speak to the common man, right? So that his knowledge also gets a little widened. So that is our motto as well.
Yes,
So thank you so
right.
much for
It
that.
is a good thing.
Yes.
You
I
people
hope you
are
had
doing
fun having the conversation.
Right. I enjoyed because that is also a challenge to keep pace with young people, young generation. So because you people are highly knowledgeable in technical aspect,
Yeah.
and as Alan mentioned, that you are basically engineer,
Yeah.
COP engineer.
Yeah.
So talking to you people,
Yeah.
I also learned so many things from you.
Wonderful. Then thank you so much, sir. Again, thank you for being on the show.
Thank you.
As soon as it's ready, you will have the link first. And please, give us your feedback in terms of what you think.
Surely.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you, Tim Allen. Thank you.
Thank you.